Good evening, children. Yesterday classes, so we learned keywords, identifiers, about. We learned all the concepts and what are the keywords. Okay, but now we will see in this what tokens. Generally, we know tokens, the basic data types, collectively the basic data types, collectively known as tokens. Okay, in this token classifications, the basic data types collectively known as tokens. In these tokens classified as five types. We know the classifications here. Kickoff, it's nothing but K I here C O P. So what's this keyword? This is keywords. Here this is identifiers. And then here this one is constant. Okay, this constant, so here is also called as literals. Constant are also called as literals. Okay, and then O for operator, and then P for punctuators. Right? These five is a token classifications. It's nothing but keywords, identifiers, constant or literals, operators, and then punctuator. Okay, yesterday we learned keywords and then identifiers, right? But now we will see here about constant. Okay, in this constant are also called as what? Literals. Here the constant, another name. So constant or literals. Okay, constant means, we know constant means cannot change. Here literals or data items whose values do not change during the runtime of the execution. Okay, here literals, simply literals or data items whose values cannot change. Literals or the data items. Okay, whose values cannot change. Whose values cannot change during the runtime of the program. During the runtime of the program. Runtime of the program. That's why literals are also called as what? Constant. Okay, so this is the exact definition for literals. So literals are the data items whose values cannot be changed or cannot change during the runtime of the program. Okay, that's why we call the literals are also called as constant. Okay, this about in this constant classifications about we will see one by one now. Okay, here the constant classified into, there are two types, constant or literals. Number one is numeric constant, yes, and then non-numeric constant, non-numeric constant. Okay, yes. Here numeric constant and numeric literals. Here non-numeric constant. Okay, that's why constant and numerics can be classified into two types. One is numeric constant, another one is non-numeric constant. But the non-numeric constant are also called as string constant. String constant. Okay, string constant means whatever may be tracked inside the quotes. Here, single letter or a double letter, it will come to single quotes. This is called string constant or non-numeric constant. Okay, so constant can be classified into two types. One is numeric constant and non-numeric constant. The non-numeric constant also called as string constant. Okay, in this numeric constant, okay, the numeric constant, here there are three types. Okay, one integer constant, okay, and then floating point constant, floating point constant. The third one is character constant. Character constant. Okay, yes. Sir, what do you say, sir? Integer constant means what, sir? Simply I will tell you, this is a whole number. 57 rupees is base 10. Why? Because this is a decimal number, and then 75 base 10. So without fractional, so simply the whole number, simply we say integer constant. Example, what? 7, 5, 3 is a base 10. But floating point constant is slightly different from integer constant. Why? Because here 57 means this is 57.3, comma 75.2. Right? Here in this floating point constant, sometimes exponential also. What? 17e2, or sometimes it will represent 4, 3, 2, e minus 2 is nothing but this is called exponentiation. Exponentiation. Okay, exponentiation means e power 2 means equal to 17 into 10 to the power of 2. Right? Here 432 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Right? Here small e or capital E. These are exponentiation. Right? So integer constant, about the knowledge is whole number. Floating constant is nothing but whole number with the fractional. That's why what 57.3, 57.2, and then 70 is E2, these types. Okay, now we will see character constant. Sir, what's a character constant? Here, character constant, simply I will tell you here in this character constant about any letter, it is a single letter or double letter. Okay, suppose single character A, it will come single quotes, comma. This is small letter also, right? Okay, here simply example coding basis character one, capital A within single quotes. It is a representation. Otherwise, group characters. Okay, here character. Okay, here KB within a double quotes, right? It also terminated by semicolon. So here one, I will tell you, one is this character constant is nothing but single letter, single quotes or double quotes. This declaration is a character constant. Sir, in which situation we will introduce? It is these two numbers, what? Integer and floating point. But character constant is a what? Alphabet. Suppose in example, in a program A, we will do increment for BC and then DEF and then GHIJ. Okay, your row wise also increment and then same time column wise also decrement. This process will making a program that time will introduce character constant. So in this constant simply we call literals. Okay, yes. So literals are classified into three types. Your what numeric sorry, literals are two numeric, non-numeric. Numeric means integer constant, floating point constant, character constant. Okay, but now we will see non-numeric constant or string constant. Okay, now we need the knowledge about string constant or non-numeric constant. Non-numeric constant. Okay, or another one name is, this is string constant. Okay, here what's a group of characters. It will come to single quotes. What? Simply I will tell you. This is a double quotes. Simple example I will tell you. Testing. Okay, here second example I will tell you. Listening. Okay, whatever may be, a group of characters will come to inside the double quotes or group of characters. This type of constant or non-numeric constant or non-numeric literals or string literals. Okay, yes. So keywords over and then identifiers about over, constant about over. Now we will see operators. Sir, operator means what, sir? Actually, this is a mathematical process, right? In this operator, about we will go one by one. Yes, here operator. Okay, in this operator in computer, C++ language, O for operator is a one of the reserved word. Reserved word. Reserved word is nothing but keyword. Okay, is a keyword, right? Yes. In this operator, there are classified into two types. Sorry, here generally you want to see any result. Okay, here result equal to number 1 plus number 2, right? Here you see this is plus this one type of operator, equality is assignment operator, it should be terminated by semicolon, right? This about detailing what are the types. This is called operator. In especially in computer C+ programming language, operator is one of the keyword or reserved word, right? In these types of operator, there are classified into three types. Okay, here types of operators. Types of operators. Yes, these types of operators are classified into three types. One is unarray. Unarray. Number 2 is binary, right? Number 3 is a ternary or an ARY. So unary operator, and then binary operator, and then ternary operators. Okay, unary means we know single is nothing but unary. About I'll tell you. This is operand, this is operator. A plus or plus A or star A or A star. Right? Yes. Here plus the operator will come first and then operand, or operand will come first and then operator. This is a unary, single operand or operator. This is a unary. Now, in this binary operator means by means 2 is nothing but here A plus B, and then A minus B, and then A star B, and then A divided by B, and then A is modulus by B, right? Okay, this type of operators about we learn, this is called binary operators. In the binary operators, there are many types of that. What are the many types of binary operators? One is arithmetic operator. Okay, so second division of the binary operator is a comparative operator. Comparative operator. In this comparative operator are also called as relational operator. Okay, yes. The third one is the assignment operator. Assignment operators. Okay, yes. These types are the binary operators. Okay, these types about we'll see one by one. I will tell you. First one is arithmetic operators about I will explain now. Okay, yes. In this case, arithmetic operators about I will tell you an example. What's in this arithmetic operator? Okay, yes. Here, simple example, one by one, I will tell you. A equal to 5, B equal to 10. We'll find out C equal to what? A plus B, A minus B, A star B multiplication, A divided by B, A modulus by B. Right? This is about, we will see one by one. We know A plus B equal to 5 plus 10 equal to here 15. Right? Now A minus B. We know A is 5, B is 10, but 5 minus 10 equal to minus 5. Here A star B is nothing but equal to A equal to 10 star B equal to 5 is nothing but A 10 into 5, 50, and then A divided by B, okay, equal to, we know A means 5 divided by B is 10. As per mathematically 0.5, but computer, this is a small number, it's a big number. That's why here it represent 1, 0 only. Okay, yes, 0.5. Computer can accept only 0, but actual mathematical answer 0.5. Suppose A equal to 10, B equal to 5 means we know the value will be changed. 10 divided by 5 is equal to 2. Okay, this is a one quotient. Okay, yes. Now modulus operator. Here you see A modulus by 10. A modulus by 10, right? A is 5. Modulus B is 10. This is small number, this is a big number. So the answer is 5. Why? Because so this is a process, 5 is an answer. Suppose 1 modulus by 2 also 1. The answer is 1. Why? Because here denominator value 2, numerator value 1. The numerator is the answer. Okay, here the same process. In this process, a equal to 10, a equal to 10, comma, b equal to 5. We'll find out a modulus b equal to what? This is nothing but 10 is modulus by 5 equal to what? Here, only reminder. Why? Because this is a modulus operator. So 0 is the answer. 10 modulus by 5 equal to 0. 10 divided by 5 equal to 2. Right? Okay. This is a arithmetic operators. Now we will see the second one is comparative or what? Comparative operator and then relational operator. Right. So here the relational operator or comparative operator about we will see relational or comparative. Okay, the relational operator or comparative operator, we will see a equal to 5, b equal to 10. First, a is greater than b, and then a is less than b. It's the first question. Second question. Third, a is double equal to b. Okay, as a is not equal to b, or this operator also exclamatory equal to b. We know a here's a 5. 5 is greater than 10. The condition is false. Okay, that's why the result also false statement will come. Now a is less than so b, but a equal to 5, b equal to 10. So the result will goes to true. Here a equal to 5, b equal to 10. So 5 is double equal to 10. It is wrong statement. That is false. Right? Now a is not equal to b. Right? Why? Because a equal to 5 is not equal to b, or a is not equal to b. Why? Because a equal to 5, b equal to 10. Right? So condition is true. Okay, either true or false. This condition about learning purpose. This is a relational operator. Okay, yes. Now we will see the next type of operator: relational operator, arithmetic over, comparative operator over. Now we will see assignment operator. Assignment. Okay, assignment operator. In this assignment operator, simply tell you it should be represent equal symbol. Okay, what sir? What do you say, sir? This equal symbol, a equal to 5. That's all. A is a variable, 5 is a value. We will assign what sir? You say example integer in the program method. You want to see program example. Here you say one integer a equal to 5. Okay, this is assignment statement. Okay, this is about we'll see. Now, same thing. Here, what's a plus equal to 5. This is also one type of assignment. Why? Because a equal to a plus 5. Okay, this is expand. This is shorthand. A plus equal to. Okay, here plus equal to, minus equal to, asterisk equal to, and then divided by equal to. Okay, here modulus equal to. These are shorthand operator. Okay, suppose a star 5, okay, equal to 3 is nothing but, okay, here a star, sorry, here a star equal to 5. Okay, here we will represent a star equal to 3 is nothing but a equal to a star 3. We'll say shorthand operators. Now, the next concept is arithmetic operators, unary, binary, over, and then now we will see ternary operator. Okay, this is ternary operator. The ternary operator is also called as conditional operator. Ternary operator is another name is conditional operator. In this operator, ternary means three, right? Three operand and two operator. So syntax also I will tell you. Syntax or grammar in ternary operator. E1 is a one type of variable, question mark. E2, right? Here colon. E3, this is terminated by semicolon. Okay, here E1, E2, and then E3. These three operands, but question mark, colon. This is operator, right? So two operator and three operand, you combine together. This is called what? Ternary operator. In this ternary operator also called as conditional operator. Sir, any one example you tell, sir. In this purpose of an example, I will tell you. Here, simple example, I will tell you. Suppose maximum of two numbers will find out, right? Here, max equal to A is greater than B, right? This is a condition. Is a ternary operator, question mark, A colon B. It should be terminated by semicolon. This is exact example, right? Maximum equal to A is greater than B, A colon B. It should be terminated by semicolon. Okay, here you see example A equal to what? 20 and then B equal to 10. We will take assume the value, right? That purpose maximum will find out A value is 20 is greater than B is 10. We know this is true condition. True means A and then B. This is true, this is false. Sir, if you get an answer, B value is so 10 and then A value is 20. That's why maximum equal to 20. This is exact answer, right? Yes. This is a maximum. We'll find out without using the other operations, only using ternary operator. That case we will introduce. Okay. Yes. Now, in another one example, A equal to, I'll tell you, A equal to 10, B equal to 20. In that case, what will happen? I said clear. Here, max equal to A greater than B. Question mark, A colon B terminated by semicolon. Here, A equal to 10 is greater than B equal to 20. That's why condition is false. So that question mark condition is false means either case. This is first case, this is second case. So A colon B. This condition is false. False means automatically goes to second condition only. Either the here, what is the value of B? B equal to 20. Okay, yes. Sir, the maximum lost sums A equal to 20 is a A variable. Here B equal to 20 is a B variable. Okay, same maximum will find out. You will do minimum equal to here same formula. Here minimum will find out here A less than B question mark A colon B terminated by semicolon. We'll find out minimum equal to. Okay, yes. So I think so. This about we learn this today. We learn only what? A constant and then operator. These two only we learn today, right? Here constants on another name is literals. In this constant, here literals are data items whose values do not change. Whose values do not change during execution of a runtime of the program. Okay, in this constant can be classified into three types. Okay, sorry, two types: numeric constant, non-numeric constant. Numeric constant can be classified into only integer constant, and then floating point constant. Okay, and then one character constant. This about we learn. Next, okay, yes. Here, non-numeric constant is also called as string constant. Whatever may be typed inside the double quotes, the example is testing or listening. These two coming inside the double quotes. Second one is operator. It's a operator means plus equal to your result equal to number one plus number two. We know in this code here, result comma number one, number two. These are operands. Plus equal to means operator. Here in these types of operators, there are three types. Okay, this is unary, binary, and ternary. In this unary means single, binary means double, ternary means triple. So here unary a plus a and then star a, these are will learn. Here binary means arithmetic, comparative, assignment, these about will learn. Okay, and then here we see ternary operator is also called as conditional operator. In this conditional operator, we are introducing two operator. One is question mark and then colon. Here three operand. One is E1 and then E2 and then E3. Here E1, E2, E3. These are operands. And then question mark colon is a operator. Now we'll find out maximum equal to a greater than b question mark a colon b. Here we find out max equal to a greater than b. 20 is greater than 10. We know that's why condition is true. That's why a equal to 10, b equal to 20. Automatically, if you get an answer, a equal to 20. Right? Now minimum a less than b and then a colon b, you find out. Right? Here a equal to 10, b equal to 20. We know maximum to a greater than b, but condition is false. False means will goes to either case. It's a b. So the result is 20. Okay, I think so. Today class you feel better. I think so. Next class we will see punctuator about. We will see. Okay, thank you. Any doubts? You ask me. Any doubt? Hello?
No, sir.
No doubt.
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. Tomorrow class we will see punctuator.